Hello, everybody. It's me, Thomas and Timothy Productions. And I just watched a new video from, if you probably know, there's this guy named Daylight Free. He made a new video called James and a New Engine, who is actually Arthur. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. And it's basically from the series, one of my favorite series is called Forest Horrors. It's about a series where the engines go disappearing for out of the middle of nowhere and all this stuff. I think the engines I know got disappeared were Gordon, Oliver, Duck, Donald, Percy, Toby, and yeah, I think that's about it. About it. About it. Yeah, that's it. That's all the characters I pretty much know the entire series. Now, I think it's kind of sad that they all gone. I don't think they're gone though. The reason I'm making this video because I have a conclusion what could have happened to them. After I watched James and a New Engine, on Made by Daylight 3, I was curious. The engines were chasing James and Arthur with along with some mail cars or something like that. Uh, I'm starting to think that they are not dead. I'm starting to think they're not dead after all. I'm starting to think they were just taken to another world, and I don't know. Lady is the one behind all this, making all the engines disappearing, all this stuff, of making her she probably possessed them. She probably possessed them and give them the ability to move on their own without their crews. As for the crews, I don't really know what happened to them. Maybe their crews must have survived, must have left their engines when they were gone and all this stuff. Afterwards, I don't really much know about the rest. But I fear in the end that when the Forest Horrors of Daylight 3 would be done, series be done, I've got this feeling that all the engines might come back. Like, the engines got disappeared might come back, and everything will go back to normal in Sodor. And Lei will probably get defeated or something else. I pretty much don't know. But my fear is that the engines will come back. That the disappearing engine might come back and stuff. And I'm starting to believe that maybe Proteus can bring all the engines back in the end. So they won't be in Lei's control. When I saw Percy and Duck crashing into each other, I got this feeling that something isn't right. Arthur was encountered by Donald, and when he was diverted to the forest. And I got this feeling that Donald, obviously couldn't move on his own because he had his tender with him. If he has his tender with him, he can move, but he don't have his tender with him, he can't move. No frick. So I got this feeling that Lady might have possessed them and controlling them to do where she wants them to let them warn around the forest, so that they could not kill, but maybe control the engines too. But if they could get caught by them, they could turn just like them. They probably got the power to possess them, and stuff, so they could join their side. I guess Lady must have given the power to do that. So, and I think the main characters of this series are Thomas, Edward, Henry, Flying Scotsman. Who else? I know. Lady is probably the villain of the entire series. And Proteus as well, who is also Proteus is not a villain. I want to say Proteus is the hero of the story too. It was I probably like, and as well as Douglas and Diesel and Scruffy, and yeah, probably get what I mean. Yeah, the survivor engines are around, so yeah. And I got this feeling that what my theory is that they're still alive, and they're just probably possessed and stuff. They're probably just possessed, and Lady must have given the power to control them, and also possess the other engines. Like, if they grab the other engines, they'll join them, and then they could run around together and all this stuff to find no reasons to take two. Ooh. And as for the wheels grinding and groaning and I guess Lady must have done something to their wheels. Like she must have made them so rusty. Like when they got turned to monsters, they must have got so rusty, and she must have made them so rusty that they be able to make groaning sounds every time they move their wheels. And as for Toad, and Toad as well. I think Toad might also be one of the main characters. He might be a mirror character. I pretty much don't know. But yeah, but I got this feeling that they're still around and they're still out there. And I got a feeling at the end of the series that when Daylight 3 end the series, it's maybe my theory and hopefully and my theory that it might be correct, because I wanted to see the end just make it out alive, because it seemed kind of heartbroken that some of my favorite characters who got senses there was kind of sad, like Duck, Oliver, Gordon, Donald, and pretty much Percy, Gordon, Doug, and the Disappearing Engines. They're all my favorite characters. They're some of my favorite characters. I can't believe they got infected like that. It's kind of bad. But I got this feeling that one of these days, they're gonna get cured, and they're gonna be out of Lady's control, and they'll go back to their normal lives and stuff. They'll go back to their usuals, and yeah, Soda will become back to normal. As for Lady, I don't know. Maybe they'll kill her. I don't know. Maybe they help her. I don't help her get into her good side. I don't know. But my theory is, I hope the engines will come back to normal at the end. So I don't know yet. But if Daylight 3, if you're watching this, if my theory is correct, if my theory is incorrect, it's your decision, of course. Thank you all for watching, and bye for now.